Hello viewers, welcome to our channel and welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's tutorial, we're going to be building the M-51, more commonly known as the Super Sherman, used by the Israeli Defense Forces. So to begin, we're going to place down two placer blocks that are 2 blocks apart, and then place 2 obsidian nether brick stairs right in front. So once you have that in place, we're going to dig a trench of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Like so. And fill it in with a block. Now at the back, we're just going to take a darker fence gate, place one right behind the last floor layer, and finally I'm going to take some smooth sandstone slabs. Actually, let's put the wheels in first so we have something to place the slabs off of. So for the, I believe this is, I don't remember what kind of suspension this is, but it is different suspension from the M41s that we did in the previous video. So for this, we're just place down 2 sets of 2 pairs of grindstones facing away from each other. Now with the 3 remaining blocks, we place down a dark oak trapdoor right in the middle. And place down grindstones to the back, right there. Okay. Like so. So same thing on that side. Now once we have that done, we can put in our floor there. So as usual, we're going to fill it from the second block, going to the second to last block. Just like so. Starting with the second layer, we're just going to place smooth sandstone blocks right on top of all these, of all the slabs that we placed from the final layer, and just starting from the back, upside down birch stairs, and in the front, normal birch stairs, like so. And we're also going to take birch trapdoors, place 2 of them under the stairs. Now we can start with the tracks, so we're just going to place down a dragon head right on top of the upside down nether brick stair. And for this, we're going to need slabs rather. So this looks like 1 and 2 with an upside down stair. 1 and 2 more, maybe. Nope. And then 2 more. Just making sure it's correct. Yep, okay. So same thing on the other side. And right behind the last block, we're going to place down a nether brick bottom slab, right on top of the dark oak fence gate. I'm going to take our signs, place down a sign right in the back of that slab we just placed, and we're going to place down dark oak signs going all on the side here. Now for our item frames, we'll place down 1 with a smooth sandstone block, 1 right in the middle right here, and then 1 right above this trapdoor. So next on this nether brick bottom slab, we'll place down a normal item frame and a smooth sandstone block. So same thing on the other side. So once we have layer 2 complete, we can move on to the third layer, so last layer of the hull here. And just like from the previous M4 A1 videos, we're going to do some armor stand bullshittery here. But shouldn't be awful. So I'm going to take our armor stands and destroy these two blocks right here. The second smooth sandstone from the front, placed on two armor stands with heads, and we're just going to try and place them down till we get straight ones. One, two, three, go. So now that we got some semi-straight ones, we're going to cover these up with smooth sandstone stairs. So for this, we're just going to place down two smooth sandstone stairs right on top of it. And some placer blocks. And then pistons right below, facing downwards. We'll have to get some sort of redstone actuator here. So you should have something like that. So next, we're going to take our smooth sandstone blocks and build down a row of row of 4, right across the third row. We're then going to take sandstone walls, place them on each side of the smooth sandstone stairs, and then we're going to place down some heads right here. The ones on the corner should be about 45 degrees, like that. So once you have that place, we can start debugging a little bit. North high, south low. I believe west high on this side and west low on the other side. East high on that side, east low on that side. And we're going to have these up to be false. So it should look like this. Right now we can start with some item frame stuff here. So you can place down an item frame right on each side of those walls. You can also take a rail for a spare track. Right now we'll start our barriers. Place down a barrier right on top of each of the dragon heads. And barriers one block out from each dragon head. Or something. How did I do that? No, never mind. It's not one block out. Just right to the side of each one. Taking our invisible item frames. Place one on the inside of each of those barriers to the side of the dragon heads. And put a cobweb inside. Then the ones above it. Invisible item frames. And like gray stained glass panes at an angle. So it should look like that. Next we're just going to place down our row of 4 barriers. Actually no, we already have the ones on that side placed, so we're just going to place down 2 right in the middle. Then we're going to place down visible item frames basically on each one. And I'm going to take white stained glass and a black wool. So this can be for the machine gun port or machine gun thing right there. And then the rest are basically headlights. If you want some, never mind. That should be the right size. Okay, so moving on. We're going to build out another row of 4 smooth sandstone, then 2 right middle, with a lectern on each side. And we're going to have bird signs on the sides of the 2 blocks and on the side of the lectern. We can also take an invisible item frame, place it on this last row. Oh wait, that's why I use normal item frames, because the beds don't show through with the invisibles. So we're going to place down 2 normal item frames like so. Then we're going to have the beds sort of facing each other like so for the an IDF insignia. So for the next 2 rows, we're going to need end portal frames, piston, snow, and smooth sandstone slab. So right in the middle, place down 2 end portal frames, 2 pistons right behind. Oops. And some rows of snow. Should be 5. With a sand head right to each side. And we're also going to place down birch trapdoors right behind each of the snow blocks, or snow layers. And we're going to put birch signs, or if you want, for some contrast here, now that I think about it. The box in the back can be oak. So once you get that done, we're going to move up, starting from the back, with a smooth sandstone slab right to each side of the pistons. And now I believe we can safely debug these pistons like so. And I'm going to take some more snow and layer it up. So I believe this will be layer 6, yeah. So once you have that done, we can move on to the sides. Place down 2 weather skeleton skulls right behind the last sign. And we can also start with some barriers here. And place down a barrier to each side of the heads at the back. You can use a trip or a hook. And while we're here, we're going to basically do the same thing here. Trip or hooks facing up for some manufacturing things. And same thing at the back. And I don't know why this doesn't have break place. Maybe it just didn't, or maybe I just forgot about it. I'm going with I forgot about it. So we're going to place down item frames at the back of those oak signs for the rear sort of basket thing. And we're going to place down red stained glass pane or stained glass blocks inside. Like so. Alright, now we can start with the turret. So for this, predictably, we'll place down 2 lecterns right on top of the first 2 blocks from the last layer. And we can put our barrel in. So I use some world edit with the barrel, but you can still do it with a normal debug stick. But It'll be a little bit more tedious if you want to know how. I covered that a little bit in the previous M41 video, so you can check that out real quick. But for now, this should do. And at the back, or at the front rather, we'll place down 2 debug fence gates. Or they should be facing inward. And I'm going to take a debug stick, have them in wall true. You can remove these barriers because we've used a lot of barriers. So once that in, that'll be basically the barrel. And then we can take some normal item frames, place them down in front of the lecterns with a light gray stained glass pane. And on top of these stairs, we're going to place down 2 invisible item frames with debug slabs. I'm going to rotate this guy back. So moving on here, we're going to place down 2 rows of 2 smooth sandstone blocks, and then 2 upside down birch stairs right behind those. So for the sides, we're going to take light gray stained glass panes, put each to the side, 1 to each side of lecterns, 1 smooth sandstone wall, and we're light gray glass paint behind that. So to debug these here, first, we're going to want to place down a normal item frame, sort of to the side each of the panes. We're going to bend them in. Like so. Extend this guy, and we're just going to smooth out the wall. Just like so. So moving on, we're going to take brown carpet, place down 2 brown carpet on top of the lecterns for the blast bag. On the left side, we'll place down a oak fence, then a birch trapdoor. Then behind the birch trapdoor, 1 daylight sensor, and cover the rest of the blocks up with daylight sensors. Just like so. We're also going to take an invisible item frame, place it to the side of one of the daylight sensor with a light gray bed angled horizontally. I'm also going to use strip bar or invisible item frames and strip bar hooks on the sides of these upside down birch stairs for some more manufacturing casting. And on the sides of the walls of the turret, we can do some more tracks. And I forgot on this side. There we go. So I believe the hollow has been done. And now we just do the spotlight. So it's just going to be 2 white stained glass panes like that. For the machine gun, we'll need barrier, dragon head, fence gate, and rod and chain. So we're going to start by placing a dark oak fence gate right on top of the oak fence with an end rod in front and a chain right in front of that. So at the back, invisible end frame with a dragon head, and to the left side, facing towards the front of it, place down a barrier to the side, invisible end frame, and a dragon head flipped upside down for the ammo box. And we're going to have this guy in wall true. So that would be our roof machine gun. And we can finish it up by putting in some antennas. Which are going to be very fun by the looks of it. So it looks like, just based off what I can see or lack thereof, I want to place down a row of 3 going vertical, like so. And I'm going to layer off 2, like so. So now taking our invisible end frames, we're going to start by placing one to each side of the perch trapdoor. And these are just going to go straight up. So I think on the side it's just one item frame. So for the antennas themselves, netherite sword, sticks, and a netherite shovel. So on these trapdoors right here, I'm going to have a netherite sword. Flip it right side up. Then we're going to have a vertical stick. And a shovel angled to the back at 45 degrees. So next, we're going to have a stick at the bottom here, also angled towards the back at 45 degrees. And vertical sticks from there. So once we have that done, that should finish up our M-51 Super Sherman. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.